implements, the strategies and metrics and how we implement, which part is little missing because of this, this more kind of this, the blame and this, the heat argument that that's where it's gone. But as this, definitely as you posted later on the LinkedIn, where you send this URL and all this documents shared,
Yeah, the
as
slides,
everyone now
right? This is
understand.
the
Yeah,
whole
the slides, yes,
presentation with the
whole
slides. So
presentation.
that
Yeah,
gives
you
some kind of understanding, but
correct.
I need
Yeah,
to explain this. This is still not clear to people. So that's
clear.
why I said
Yeah,
yesterday, I said we're going to start
yeah,
webinars, right? And
correct.
we're going to
Yeah,
start socializing. They're going to be HIST on this, HIST on that, HIST on this.
yeah,
That's going to be a lot of information shared
correct.
with the
Yeah.
audience, right? So, I
Exactly,
mean,
because
I'm
that's
not
where there's more people looking for to understand more about this. Where I understand you didn't get chance to showcase present them in this this the short time frame, but
And people
definitely
are
if you
right.
plan,
Absolutely. They
yeah,
came actually to see what his is all about. They didn't
yeah,
come to see the arguments there, but it just went to that route, unfortunately,
yeah,
because I mean, I couldn't start talking about his when the guy was accusing me. I have to respond back. If I would not respond back, it would look like I accepted everything what he said. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
couldn't do the other strategy. I couldn't
exactly,
play the other game which
yeah,
I played. Otherwise, I would not win. To me,
yeah,
just explaining the hist and losing is not a good strategy. You
yeah,
understand? I rather win because he would be bragging about it, he would lose, right? And then show and disseminate information with the rest of the people. Do you understand?
yeah,
But I agree, it was not fair for people to come in and didn't get, I would say, a lot from it, but at least I socialized and they saw certain things and a lot of things which are very interesting, which they never saw in their lives before. But we're going to share this with them and I'm going to explain and train them on that because there's no secrets. I want people to use, I want people to start talking about this. I want people to say, we're applying this now also in our projects. That makes us famous and popular if that will be the case. That's why I don't need money for that, right? And this is our
yeah,
goal to share this. But if you understand, we did this the proper sequence, right? I share the press release first. I start sending a lot of articles about our pain points in the QA industry. Why I did that? Because the HIST is the answer to this. So people will get it. You see, it's very difficult for people in QA to understand, even senior people not getting it, what's going on in the industry, really. Do you understand? And if I would give those complex documents and complex strategy to people's mind, they will get lost completely. That was the whole point of start talking through the posts, basic posts, try them to understand the real deal behind this, right? Talking about multiple things. Again, whoever following me and reading all these articles, which I have about 25 articles on HIST, right? And what we declared this on the website, that's a good material. So people should review this first. They cannot come in and say, teach me HIST. And I have 10 minutes to teach HIST. HIST is 28 years of experience. How we can teach something of this magnitude in 10 minutes? Do you understand that? So it's a process. We were doing this throughout all of this time. We just
Yeah,
didn't
we
call
just
it.
didn't record it, right? Yeah.
Not only recorded, it didn't have a name. It was
Yeah.
the best practices, but our best practices is what the HIS is all
So
about.
the baby was born, we never christened it. We never named
Exactly,
it.
exactly. Pretty much. We never called the name, you know, it
Yeah.
was still going and then there, right? So essentially this is what it is. So I mean, it's not out, it's now up to us
Yeah.
how we're going to continue
How we
playing this
market it,
game.
yeah,
So
how we promote
now
it.
the whole population will start seeing the value from it because they will get it, they will understand it. Because we want them to understand. If they will not understand this, we're going to lose QA craft, not QA mentor. We're going to lose QA craft as the discipline, as the profession for the future. We're going to lose it. Only we arm them with HIST, which will be
Mm.
free. It's like you're giving a free ammunition to all of these people out there. You're giving them strategy and mentality of the fighter. You're giving them lessons how to fight, how to hit, how to protect, right? So they will not die at the situations where they have to fight. Do you
So
understand?
yeah. So Chief, I'm with you on that. Only to add one point. Now, these testers which are there in the test, and I'm not debilitating the position, right? Versus the higher ups, the buy-ins, right? The stakeholders who actually sign on the dotted line or tell them to do this particular process, the culture. I'm talking about the big guys who are in the C-suite guys. Now, these guys are going to be, the smaller guys who are really, promoting and with us right now. There are not a lot of big people who are there with us at this moment of time, right? But they will definitely join the moment. So that is going to be challenging, to uh, manipulate their minds, manipulate in a good way, ethical way. These folks will manipulate them that this is the right strategy. And then they get a buy-in from the big higher ups that, okay, let's do this. This is working for us. Let's go for HIST. Let's do that. So that's the challenge, how to change their mentality, the higher ups mentality. So that's one, I think, one resistance they might face because they may want to do it, but unless and until their management doesn't want them to do it, they cannot. There are really puppets in their hands. So we got to influence them, the higher ups also.
And the way to influence them, that's exactly what the HIS language is to talk and show the business value from testing and show the business value from human testing versus the automation, which they think it's really adds the
Magic
value.
bullet.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's the language which we need to talk to them, and that's the metrics which will brainwash them now in a good way, brainwashed,
Yes.
so they
Yes.
will realize and understand this is really true and this is
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
stuff.
I love the process. I mean,
It's
this
a
is how we're going to
battle
go. Yeah.
to convince them,
It's a big
or not
battle.
all of them, but
Some of them.
I don't want to call it majority of them, but a big portion of them. A big why? Because they're techie guy, they're CTOs and CIOs.
Yeah.
Now, if you go a level above to CEO and explain the reason, and they're smart people and say, look,
Yeah.
just think of it. Look, the automation, it doesn't feel your product. It
Yeah.
doesn't smell your product. It doesn't tell whether it's human, self-intuitive or not.
Yeah.
How the machine can really figure this out? Do you really think the machine will figure it out, or the human testers who are representing your potential users or wearing the user hat will tell you the truth about this? Or you want to leave to AI to hallucinate and tell you the truth? Do you understand? If you cannot
I get it.
talk that
Yeah.
language to CEOs,
Yeah. We
then
got it. There.
CEO will tell CTO, look, there is something what Ruslan is saying. There is some truth about what Ruslan is saying.
Yeah.
I might agree with Ruslan actually. When you said automation and let's build and buy and this, but the human aspect for our application, for our product is very, very important
Very
because
important.
who
Yeah.
are using this? Humans, not
Humans.
robots, not AI, right?
Yeah.
Humans are using the platforms. So if you're not thinking like a human, you're not going to add value to the application. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So,
I
so, so
understand.
that's why it's a battle. It's a battle of education. It's a battle of not brainwashing somebody, but
Doing
anybody
it
with
ethically,
brains
right?
and human
Smartly.
intelligence,
Yeah.
they will need to understand that. It's going to take some time for them to realize. It's going to take some time for the junior people really understand what we're talking about
Yeah.
because it's a really advanced level.
Yeah.
All they
Advanced.
talk about defects and test cases. They don't understand the bigger picture. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But we got to be patient with the audience because not everybody is advanced in this.
I agree.
I was not advanced when I started my career. Do you think I knew this before? No. It took a long time for me to self-realize that and
You
come to
learned and
this
mastered it.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Do you
You learned and
understand that?
mastered
It
it.
took a
Yeah.
very long time to get to this point, and
Mm.
that's perfectly fine. And I cannot expect 3 years experienced person to get to the same point as I got it to after so
Sure.
many years, so many projects, so many positions I play, so many failures and successes which I had, right, in the past. You can't expect this
You can't
from,
expect that. Yeah,
no.
I agree.
So the only thing we can do is continue education, continue sharing the honest information, not biased towards anything, but the real information out there, with the hope that people will get it, that
Yeah,
people will open their eyes to a truthful data, to a metrics, to a strategies, to a basic common sense in some cases, and will understand that this is not BS, as this guy said many times in all of his posts. Do you understand? That's essentially what the battle we need to fight. And
mm,
that battle didn't start at the debate. Debate, it means nothing. We won, it's really nothing. It's nothing. It's miserable. You know, what we need to win is hearts of people who really understand the danger to our craft now. What we need to do is to win their minds to understand that if they're not going to apply some of those best practices, they don't apply everything, okay, some only, that's fine. Whatever
mm,
they want to apply, but it's up to you.
mm.
You're going to fight there against somebody there. I train you, I guide you, I show you the skills. You think you can use your own skills and win your own fight? Do it. Perfect. But if you want to use the proven strategy of my fights, which I won multiple times, right, before,
Mm.
and all the moves and all the
Mhm.
hits and kicks and everything else, and you want to leverage that, be my guest, use it, because you will succeed, because it's a proven strategy. It's not a guess, it's not the imagination,
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
100% proven. Mm.
Do you understand? It's a real thing.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's the battle which
I
we
get it.
guys
I love it.
have.
Let's play it.
That's the battle. So it's a long way to go, long way to battle, but I'm not gonna give up that battle,
We shouldn't.
because I
Yeah,
want this community to see the future. I
yeah,
want everybody excel. I want more people become QA professionals. I want our organizations to be successful. And I want to build many, 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 many job opportunities for people out there who are suffering and
yeah,
struggling about the jobs right now.
yeah.
And that's about it, because quality is irreplaceable. If human quality is irreplaceable by any.
Irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. Yeah, I
That's the
agree with
thing.
you.
And that's why there gotta be humans involved in the quality
100%. 100%.
assessment all the time. You cannot leave this to the machines,
Yeah, I
because
understand your
machines
psyche.
don't have
Yeah,
hearts, they don't have sense, they
the
don't feel,
intelligence which
they
we have.
cannot touch the product, they don't have what the God gave us, this
The
seven
mind.
sense,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So that's the battle which we have to fight, and
We
we
will.
will
We will.
see if we're gonna win or not, but we're not
We'll
gonna give
try.
up. That's
We'll
for
try.
sure, right?
Sure.
We're not gonna
That's for
give
sure.
up.
And I'm pretty sure your efforts are going to
It's not
get
my
50.
efforts, it's all of our efforts, right? This
But
is
the baby, yeah, the baby was born from you, right? So, and it's
you,
your
you
good
can run.
endeavor. It's your good endeavor, that you want the world to implement this to save the craft, so that they are not without jobs. They have jobs, right? And QA flourishes. At the end, it's a win-win for everyone. That's your
Exactly,
focus. And I understand. Yeah, with you
exactly.
on that, Chief. With you on that. Let's do
So,
it.
so, so,
Yeah.
so just imagine, people wants to do good for community, for testing discipline.
Yeah.
They're not saying this is the only way to do it, right?
Yeah.
They're giving you and saying, look, this is the methods, this is the tools, this is the best practices which helped me to achieve good results in my career. And you
Yeah.
can see through those results, right? You want to use it, you use it. But don't you dare trash and talk garbage for something which you never assess and never use, right? Don't you ever open your mouth when you saw HIST and have no other information and you immediately said that this is crap because I will not take this. And I'm going to fight and beat you up for this. Very simple.
Yeah,
Very
fair
simple.
enough. Fair enough.
Oh, beat you up in the sense, in the good terms, through the debates,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in the physical terms, but in those types of
In
terms.
the smart,
So
intelligent term.
people like him, unfortunately, damaging our craft.
Yeah,
People like him doesn't want to wish craft to succeed. You know, that's the thing. And this is the same thing, like people in our country doesn't want America to succeed. You know, imagine that they're living in this country, they don't want America to be great again and be, you know, powerful and smart and healthy and rich and, you know, free of criminals. You know, people don't want that. Some people don't want that. Imagine that. It's
yeah.
exactly
People
the same in
mentality.
testing. Exactly
Mm.
the same in testing. It's one-to-one comparison where you can do politics in comparison with QA industry.
Yeah,
We have a big divisions, you know, big divisions, same exactly as in United States, you know. So, anyways, so we're gonna continue, right? Now is on us to really disseminate information, to really educate people, to educate them smartly so they can get that. It's not easy to get. It took me many years to get. So it's not going to be easy for everybody to get, but certain things they will get, certain things they will still might not get because it's just that advanced level, you know. But if people will get just 50% of it, I will be super happy. I will be extremely happy if that will happen, you know, because look how many people are there in the QA communities. 50% of them will get it and will apply it and will remember it and will recognize it. Who teach them that and what strategies they applying to his strategy? By default, it will be something which we left behind us, something which we will always be proud of, you know, and no money equates to this. Do you understand? Because this is the history. It's called history. We will leave the history for many, many new generations to come. That this is the way to get respect for what we're doing. This is the methods, not even to gain respect, but to showcase how important what we do versus just pure automation or AI reliance, right? That's essentially what we're trying to find out there. That's it. We're not saying this methodology is crap or that methodology is crap. Whoever uses it, if it's working for you, keep using it. But if it's not working for you, and what I mean by not working for you, you're losing jobs, you don't have QA leadership anymore, you don't have independent testing center of excellence anymore, you don't even have QA departments because they disseminated and the QA is now integrated into the dev. Then maybe you should raise the question or concern why this is happening. Maybe you should try to find the answer to this. And HIST is trying to solve those problems. At least this is why I build this for. You understand? To help to solve these problems. I can't guarantee that all of the problems will be solved, but it's better than just say, maybe somehow it will get solved and we will see it and do nothing about it. Do you understand that? So this is what is important, which people don't get it, you know. And we talked about these very, very important things. Maybe I'm going to cut off some of these discussions and conversations and create some video clips of this, what we just discussed, and share this with the audience, because there's a lot of important information in here. So people can see that we talk about this all the time. We think about this all the time. And this is real, you know, this is real. So I hope people will understand. It's not easy to understand, and I get it, but we have to prep the information. We have to make everything easy and smooth, available for their understanding. There will be webinars which people can watch and listen multiple times so they can gain something out of this. And, you know, we're going to hear their comments. Maybe they have some opinions, maybe they have some suggestions, which is great, which we can integrate as well if they're great, right? But we got to make this thing better for everybody, right? For everybody, for our testing community, for our testing industry, and not be afraid that tomorrow we will be replaced, that there will be no testers, because everything will be left for the machines, right?
Chief, just one thing I wanted to add, and yeah, so HIST is great, and which we're gonna do that. We're gonna drive it big, and this is our baby, right? We're gonna make it a grown-up adolescent, and finally mature. Yeah, anyways, it's mature, right? But we got to keep that trying again and again, and we got to get those use cases, which we already did. It's just that we didn't realize that time, but that we are doing it, and we were doing it with remarkable success to clients, helping clients, right? So we're gonna that. The only thing I would request you to do is, when you are putting posts on social media, which you're doing, and it's a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time which goes into those posts. It's not that you're just merely copy pasting it from ChatGPT or Gemini. A lot of heart and mind goes onto those posts. So I get that. But when we are promoting HIST, which is priority for us, just one I would suggest you to do not debilitate automation or AI, which you're not. But maybe it may come across to people that you're downgrading that, and we are promoting his, right? So I would request you to have a balance in this, although his is definitely priority, but don't. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work for AI and automation. They got to face it. But if a thing is working for them, like AI or automation, then I think we can take a step back on HIST at that time, only at that time. And it's going to be from client to client, obviously. Not every client will face the same scenario. So I just wanted to request that thing to you, that don't put down AI and automation as well, because we will require them as one of our arsenals along with HIST.
Absolutely. And I completely agree with you. So again, at any point of time, I'm not, discrediting automation, as I said. I prioritizing this as not the first driving factor to quality. That's what I'm just saying.
Cool.
And AI and automation absolutely need to support HIST, because otherwise HIST will move like a turtle, not like a turbocharged engine. We want this to be turbocharged engine, but it's got to be balanced. It's got to be
balance is
smartly
the important
balanced.
word. Yeah,
Exactly. So I agree with you completely. And again,
cool.
if you for some reason got that sense from my posts, then it's important for me. If you feel that way, then some other people might feel the same way. So I have to kind of revisit. Or if you can point out to me some of my posts where you feel it doesn't really represent, or it's discredited the other part, which is automation and AI, let me know. And
I didn't see that. I didn't see that
I
yet,
will
but
learn
going
from this,
forward,
but again, I understand again. And then it's not that for I will politically state that. No, I believe in this, that we need AI. I
Yeah.
am for AI. We need automation. I am for automation. But it's got to be smart, intelligent way to implement this and integrate and inject into the project lifecycle.
100%. 100%. I
Understand?
agree with that.
Into
At
the
this point, I agree.
strategy. It's got to
Yeah.
be injected, you know, at the
Perfect.
right moments, at the right times, right? But
Yes.
I'm not saying, of course, without it, we're going to be behind. We're going to
Yeah.
be slow. We're not going
Yeah. I
to
agree.
achieve a good turnaround time. I mean, I'm not saying that, but you understand?
I agree. I
But
agree with
it
you.
cannot be just do automation and then start thinking.
No.
This is what I against. You
Got
understand?
it.
This is
Got
what
it.
I against. But in
Got it.
reality, because you're not on the projects, you're not seeing this. This is what's happening. This
Yeah.
is what managers dictating and pushing for. And
Mhm.
this is wrong. You know, that's what I'm trying to say and explain.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Fair
That's
enough.
an unfortunately it's the battle where I cannot compromise on that or
And
say
we
it's
should
not
not.
wrong
We
because
should not
this is
compromise.
really fundamentally wrong, you know, to play that strategy. This will never bring Barcelona win over Real Madrid if you play that strategy. That's
Mhm.
the lost strategy. Do you understand? To
Yeah.
quality, lost strategy to
100%.
quality. So
100%.
essentially, that's the battle. That's why, you know, yeah, I might be harsh sometimes to say CTO, CIO, you know, like wake up, but they have to wake up because this
They
is the
have to
honest
wake up.
truth.
I
They
agree.
have to wake up. I'm trying to wake them up. I'm trying, but they don't believe me. That's the upsetting part. They don't believe me to what I'm saying. You see, that's the most upsetting part. And when you people don't believe you honest with them or you're very honest with them and they show that they don't believe you get upset. I mean, it's a natural feeling, right?
It's a
I mean,
human
imagine you
nature.
will try, you come with a person with open heart and everything and try to explain everything and the person said, I don't believe you, you probably don't know automation, that's why you don't want to do it. You just imagine that. I mean,
Yeah.
what would
Yeah.
you feel? What would
Yeah.
you feel all when you are spending energy and trying so hard to explain this and they simply rejecting you by saying uh, you're
You
not
don't know this. Yeah.
competent to tell us this.
Yeah.
Do you understand
I
that?
get it. I get it.
So
You're
so
right.
this
You're right.
is what it is. Actually, Prashant, this is not fight against CIOs and CTOs. I mean, why would I fight? This is again trying to
Educate
explain,
them. Educate them to do
educate
the
them,
right thing. I get it.
really, because they don't see the other side. We are playing the other side. We are playing that game. A lot of things they don't see, you know, but they just don't, they want to believe, I guess, you know, or they just think that development is development. And that's why scripting is automation, and that's the way to do it. And why we even need testers when developers can write the code to begin with the proper way, then why testing is needed for. There's all of these types of things started to, you know, get on surface
Hmm.
and that creates big problems for us. That's
Yeah. It
create
creates
because
big
this
problems.
is wrong. This is wrong mentality, you know. So it's a hard battle. It's really
It's a
hard
hard battle,
battle.
but we'll do
Uh,
it. We'll win it.
we'll try to win it, but to win it, it's not screaming loudly. To win it is to make people believe and understand and coach and guide and show through the evidences and throw through the successful projects
Yeah.
and
Do it in a
let them
mature way.
try the
Hmm.
strategies and so they can apply to their projects so they can feel that this is important and let them continue use that. If they
I
find that it's not important, please be my guest. Don't use it. We don't want you to use something which
Yeah.
will not be bringing benefits or it
Correct.
will harm quality, right?
Correct. Correct.
But be fair and
Yeah.
tell us why it was not working. Because
Correct.
for us, it's working. Maybe it's not working because you're not applying this correctly.
The right
Maybe
way.
you're not
Hmm.
understanding these techniques the proper way
Correct.
and you're doing it incorrectly. Like you instead of hammer, you going
Taking
turning
something
things
else.
around and you're trying to use the other side as a hammer, right? I mean, as an analogy, maybe
Yes.
something wrong in what you do because we have a sampling size of so many people
Hmm.
and projects done successfully, and those strategy working there, but
Yeah.
only for you it's not working, and you represent less than 1% of the sampling size, then maybe there is something wrong with the
Correct.
way you do
They are
it,
doing
right?
something wrong,
So,
incorrect. I agree. I
so
get it. Yeah.
that's essentially kind of the idea, you
Got
know?
it. Got it. Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's get back to work. We're starting this week again. I'm glad that I now can focus on work, because there's a lot of work ahead of us to do. So let's get back to the business and let's continue, driving this and believing in what we do
Yeah.
and gaining more and more fans, respects out there for what we do
Yeah.
because not doing it for us, we're doing it for
Everyone. The
everyone.
entire community. Yeah.
That's essentially what it is. This is what HIST is all about, and that's the reason why I want this. This
Sure.
never been meant to be for sale or for any, monetary benefits, and that's what Joseph misunderstood
Yeah.
because he thought
Hmm.
that I want to be rich based on selling
Yeah.
this
No,
summer.
he thought it's for maternal uses, for money. There's
Exactly,
where he got it wrong.
exactly, and that's a
This was
big
a
fundamental
noble
mistake,
initiative.
as I mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a noble initiative, knowledge sharing from your part, basically.
Exactly. Because QA mentor, as I said on the debate, this is in the name. This is our nature. This is our beliefs, guiding, coaching, sharing knowledge, training, disseminating information, not like the others afraid to share the information. We're not.
Yep.
We
We're
won't.
not.
In certain things, they're confidential because they're related to the client's work only, then that's we cannot share, right? Obviously. But
Correct.
techniques, the methods of applying to any types of projects, then please use it. If it's going to bring value to you, we will be happy. If you're going to say thank you that it worked in your project settings, we will be the very happy people because
Correct.
we see that somebody gets benefits out of this. Quality wins, in some products, right? Isn't it great?
Absolutely.
Isn't it a great
It's
feeling that
great. It's great.
users will use a good product? They will be happy, they will be smiling, they will get benefits, or they will be cursing to say it's slow. Oh my god, this is not working. Oh my god, this is not self-intuitive. I don't even understand where should I go next, or what kind of error message which is get so confusing. That you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get it.
But it's so upsetting that a lot of people don't understand that, But again, at the same time, I said, well, Ruslan, you also didn't understand a lot at the beginning. So be patient. People need time. People need additional education. People need more support. And maybe then they will start getting it. Maybe then they will start understanding it, right? That's
True.
essentially the idea. So let's go, guys.
Let's
We
go.
have lots of things to do and to accomplish and to achieve and help community
Yeah.
to achieve and accomplish. I'm receiving still a lot of messages where people out of the job, they got laid off, they got
Mhm.
eliminated, they get notices, they're looking for advices, how they can become more marketable, advices for the resume. I actually scheduled a bunch of people already, sessions which I promised with the
Oh, okay.
community that will give me also insights on what are the challenges they see in the
What's
industry as
really
well.
happening in the
That
market, right?
information.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those details back and forth is helping us. It's helping
Mm.
them.
Mm.
Give them advices. So it's a learning process. And that's why I like to do that. I used to do this before, but then I got so busy with a lot of things. I want to start doing it again for the community. Dedicating 4 or 5 hours per week. It's okay. I think I can manage. And do it. Obviously, I cannot do it for the entire,
Yeah.
168 hours, which I don't work. I work
Yeah. You won't
typically
have the bandwidth.
200 hours. but I'll dedicate something, at least to help a little bit as much as we can. But there will be webinars where a lot of people can attend. So that
That's
will
cool.
be
That's
good
cool.
because that's a massive
A lot of people can do
opportunity
it.
to group people together.
Correct.
Because one-on-one, you
It's a
can
lot of
only
time
do
consumption.
exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna go more for the webinars
That would
so
be good.
people will get it. That's essentially how I can,
Yes. Yep.
provide more information to more people through the webinars, And maybe I will post some of the one-on-one discussions with people if they agree, if they want, it's okay for other people to learn from this. Some people might not be very, happy to share this, right, in public, those discussions. So that's
Yeah.
why I don't kind of rely on that information. But webinars where people can ask questions and, ask anything what bothers them, I think we will be, responding. And I think that would be really, really, really good and helpful. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
All
Looking
right.
forward.
Let's do
Looking
it,
forward.
guys. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you, Ruslan. Take care.